So it's good to see supporters coming out for Caitlin Clark, especially with all the backlash that she's been receiving from fans on Twitter for her statements about white privilege. Also, on the other side of the fence, where she tried to praise the Black athletes and said they helped build the foundation and they don't give her enough credit. They're jealous of her success, yada, yada, yada. You see, it's not easy being Caitlin Clark because she's in a toxic working environment where players don't want to give her any credit. The media doesn't want to give her enough of the spotlight. And they want to act like, oh, we have this privileged white girl, and not recognize she can put more money in our pockets if we give her enough shine. Think of it this way. We obviously know iPhones are really good, but let's just say you want to go work for Microsoft so you can improve their Samsung Galaxy phones. You're noticing that they're not making enough money. You want to improve the profits and you want to make them a better brand. So when you get there, you've got all this value, you've got all this talent, and you gain a lot of success right away. But there's employees there who have been there forever. They've been working on the product. And they're like, what are you doing here? Why are you trying to change things up? Why are you trying to make things better? And they're criticizing you. They're jealous of your promotions. They don't like the fact that you're being innovative, that you're trying to uplift Microsoft. And then on the other side of it, you have this way to grow the company, make things better, and they don't like it. And they're pushing back, giving you resistance, and it's a toxic working environment. This is what Caitlin Clark has to go through. Now, Skip Bayless responded to Sheila Johnson's hatred, you could say, about Caitlin Clark and just trying to dismiss what she got from Time Magazine. And I love what he had to say. We'll get to that in just a moment. But Skip has been on board for a while now because he understands that Caitlin Clark is going to help the WNBA. He realizes that if you let her continue to shine and you market her correctly, more people are going to watch your product. They're going to get exposed to other basketball players. And if you let everything develop properly, then the league is going to grow automatically. So here's what good old Skip Bayless had to say about this whole situation with Sheila Johnson and Caitlin Clark.
I thought what Wizards owner Sheila Johnson said about Caitlin Clark came off as racist. Johnson said she did not agree with Time Magazine making Caitlin Clark the first ever WNBA player to be Athlete of the Year. Johnson said the entire WNBA should have been chosen as the League of the Year. And
he's not lying. I've got no response to it. He's dropping gems and facts here. You know, it's obvious that there's a vendetta out against Clark and what she's trying to do, and they don't like it right now, and it just doesn't make sense.
And that numerous stars should have been put on the cover. She said the WNBA has a long legacy of Black stars and that, and I quote, something clicked with the WNBA last year because of the draft. It's not just Caitlin Clark, okay? Now allow me to tell you how I interpret everything Sheila Johnson said about Caitlin Clark. The majority of WNBA players are Black. Basketball belongs more to Black players, and that it's not healthy for the league to have a white player featured as Athlete of the Year on the cover of Time.
Can you imagine if Skip Bayless did this video and he was still working for Undisputed? He'd probably get fired immediately. But again, what's wrong with Caitlin Clark getting this type of attention? It's only going to help your product, right? If you have Caitlin Clark get more eyeballs on the WNBA, well, hello, take advantage. But when you're going on CNN and trying to use this idea of race, it turns people off. It's funny to me because the WNBA has been constantly complaining about, oh, we don't get enough opportunities. We don't get enough revenue, blah, blah, blah. Now you have an athlete here who is getting on Time Magazine, but you want to pin it on race. Instead of just praising the accomplishment, recognizing that the WNBA is progressing and you're not pushing Caitlin Clark forward. That doesn't make any sense. You're going backwards here. You got to let her shine and let everything happen organically. Asia Wilson is still the best player in the WNBA. There's no doubt about that. Caitlin Clark's not there yet. But if she's getting more attention and she's more marketable, so be it. Like you look at Nikola Jokic, he's not the highest jersey sale guy. He just likes to play basketball and ride horses. So do we hate on a guy like Steph Curry or Jason Tatum getting more jersey sales than Jokic? No, that's ludicrous and crazy. Do we say, oh, well, you know, he has white privilege? No, what are we doing here? It makes no sense. What the NBA does is they just market their players, and those who are more marketable, they just push those guys. So WNBA needs to learn something here and recognize that We haven't made any profits. We still have to earn the audience's trust, and we have the perfect opportunity to get more eyeballs on our product. But if you want to drop the ball, go ahead and see what happens.
Now, I'm pretty sure if WNBA MVP Asia Wilson had made the cover of Time, Johnson wouldn't have had any problem with that. Just not the white girl. Well, that skinny white girl was the best thing that ever happened to the WNBA. She's already the most exciting and entertaining player in the league, the one you can't take your eyes off of. The biggest reason she was chosen Athlete of the Year by Time, Caitlin Clark lifted the WNBA into the national consciousness. Sheila Johnson and every WNBA star should thank God every morning and every night for Caitlin Clark.
And then you can make the argument that Caitlin Clark is the biggest basketball athlete right now. You can make that argument. She's marketable. She is drawing a lot of fans, and you can say she's the biggest star in basketball. I have no problem saying that because look how much she's selling out with her Wilson basketballs, how much attention she has on her. And I'm not against it. You know, if you're going to get your shine, you deserve your credit. So, yeah, shout out to Skip Bayless, showing Caitlin Clark the love she deserves and just telling her like it is. If Asia Wilson had won Time Magazine Athlete of the Year, we're not hearing a conversation about, oh, she has privilege. No, we're not doing that. It's going to be complete silence and nothing but glaze and praise. And I would give Asia Wilson credit if she got Athlete of the Year. She's a great basketball player. So, again, you want to keep going down this rabbit hole, WNBA? It's not going to end very well for y'all. So I would suggest pivoting and just focusing on basketball and letting the league grow organically. Because if that happens, then you're going to start making a profit and not complain about how we're treated differently. Just some common sense. Hope you guys enjoyed this video today. I'd love to hear your thoughts on what Skip Bayless had to say about Caitlin Clark. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you in the next one.